Welcome to a preview of Quest's Spring 2021 online program. Last fall, Quest conducted its first full online semester. This semester, we'll again be offering over 30 courses. And we begin the spring schedule on February 1st. Zoom memberships are available for $150 for the entire 14-week semester. And remember, you don't have to live in New York to be a Quest Zoom member. The following video is designed to give you a taste of the Quest experience.
Gordon was born in Fort Scott, Kansas in 1912. And this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to do a presentation on him, because Fort Scott, Kansas is my hometown. I was born there and lived there until I left for college. So you're going to hear about Fort Scott, Kansas. He was the youngest of 15 children. His father was a tenant farmer, which meant he farmed land that he rented. His mother was a housekeeper for several families there in Fort Scott. He attended a segregated school through the 8th grade.
Well, my name is Roy Clary. I joined in around 2008. So I've been around at Quest for a while. I know it pretty well. And for the last few years, I've been teaching Shakespeare. I was an actor, and so I really love getting back to Shakespeare as a teacher and as a presenter. And this last semester in the fall, we did Macbeth, a great, wonderful play. And this coming spring, we're going to be reading and exploring King Lear. And then the amazing thing was that thanks to our tech committee, the class really worked extraordinarily well through Zoom. In fact, sometimes it worked better through Zoom technology than it did in the actual classroom. So the entire class.
I'm going to say what that analyst said. 31% of the time they work. And as our commentator mentioned earlier, the populations within those sanctioned countries react very differently. What the leaders of those sanctioned countries will usually do, like Kim Il-jung in North Korea, is make out that the sanctions are like war and that the people have to be strong and resist it and they become heroic. And that Maduro tried that too. And people see themselves as playing a heroic role, trying to survive sanction. And very rarely do the sanctions hurt the leaders of those nasty countries. They take care of themselves.
Jeanette's work offers surprises not only in the materials, but also in the presentation. For her work titled Protesters, Jeanette used melted crayons known as encaustic to give dimension to the painting. In Jeanette's words, quote, "I made this piece of art because I feel strongly that protesting is crucial to make change."
Many of my friends tell me that they're bored, I'm not. Quest is offering so many programs for me to watch, and many of them are about topics that I have always been interested in, such as Shakespeare, reading the plays aloud, as well as artists and their work, learning about artists that I know and those that I don't know. And I've also loved watching the musical programs, such as contemporary opera and rock stars, such as Jimi Hendrix. I also enjoy learning about topics that I've been interested in, but never really learned very much about, like history and philosophy and science, especially astronomy.
Right. So talking back about recent, examples of hell on Earth, can you tell the difference between California, Venus, Titan, and Mars? And my clue to you is that Earth is where the buildings are. So even though these are undoctored photographs, you can see here on the left, this was from the Huygens probe that landed on Titan. And there is California on the top and a undoctored photograph of Mars taken by one of the rovers. Again, Venus on the left, Titan in the middle, and look at California on the right. I mean, just right now, smoke particles have been lifted as high as 15,000 meters That's, 6,000 meters above the cruising altitude of
I'm
airliners.
particularly
About a
looking
half a
forward
million
to
people
classes of Zoom, basically because the course content is more to what my interests are. I'm much more in tuned in terms of some of the things that they're doing now in terms of empowering women from elementary school up to getting my doctorate has been quite different from a lot of people. It's been more smooth sailing for others, whereas for myself, it's always been a challenge. So that's one of the reasons why I think that having a diverse population at Quest is extremely important. And that's one of the things that I'm working on.
As you can probably guess, this painting was inspired by Picasso, but it was not copied from any of his works. The Matador is Picasso using his brush as his sword and his red cape as his palette.
Chief Glassford was driving south through New Jersey the night of May 21, 1932. Suddenly, a sight appeared in his headlights that he later described as a group of 75 or 100 men and women marching cheerily along, singing and waving at the passing traffic. One man carried an American flag and another a banner that read, "Bonus or a job." Glassford understood immediately who these wayfarers were. The marchers were part of a growing delegation of veterans and their families heading to Washington to collect payment of the bonus promised 8 years before.
Thank you for watching, and please consider joining Quest for our Spring 2021 semester. It's the ideal place to expand your intellectual and social worlds.